The next disclosure we have is the seller's property questionnaire. So this just goes into more depth about the transfer disclosure statement, and it has repeat questions and may ask you questions twice. So the first place you start is on number 5, and if you have any documents in your possession. Down in number 6, it talks about the death of an occupant, if you've had any industrial use zones. We don't usually have a lot of that stuff, but if you do, say yes. Letter H says if there's any insurance claims affecting the property, that's in the past 5 years. Like if you've ever had a flood and you've gone to your insurance company, you need to say yes, and you need to explain why. If you have any matters affecting title, like if somebody else is on the title of the house or something like that, we do need to know. On number 7, this is the most important one. Number 7, A and B. Any alterations, replacements, home remodeling, blah, 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 from even those resulting from home warranty claims. Most people are going to have alterations, modifications, replacements, improvements since you've lived at the home. You may have painted, you may have replaced the sink, you may have whatever it is. Go room by room. Oh, my bathroom, I put a new toilet in. Oh, we had to put in a new dishwasher in the kitchen. Now I'm going to my bedroom. Oh, remember we repaired the hole in the wall. All of those things you will write down on that question. D, any part being painted in the past 12 months, just say yes. Normally there are when we're preparing our homes for sale. Whether the property was built before 1978. If not, you can leave 1 and 2 blank, but if it wasn't built before 1978, just say no. Whether you acquire the property within 18 months of accepting an offer to sell it, most of the time that is no. When we go down to number 8, it asks if there's any defects in heating, air conditioning, electrical, plumbing. If you've done any repairs on that, even if it was 3 years ago, just say yes, we repaired the heater. We had to replace the thermostat. Whatever it was you did, say yes. In number 9, we go down to financial relief or assistance. Most of the time that's no. Number 10, water-related and mold issues. If you ever had water intrusion, past or present, go ahead and write that down. Whatever you know about, please just say yes and say what it was and how you abated it. Any infestation of mold, river, streams, or flood plant channels. On number 11, it asks if there has been any pets on the property. If there's been a pet, say yes. Say I had a dog, I had a cat, I have 5 dogs, whatever it is. Just go ahead and say yes. Any boundaries, access, and property use by others. If somebody is allowed to use maybe the road you have in front of your home, please answer that appropriately. Landscaping and pool. Again, this is in pertainment to what's on your property, not a homeowners association. In number 14, we talk about our common interest development and other subdivisions. Again, this has to do with the homeowners association. So you are going to say yes, and you are going to have to describe those again. Yes, I'm in an active homeowners association. I do have CC&Rs. You need to call the HOA. You need to do this, or whatever it may be. Title, ownership, liens, and legal claims. Again, the one people always miss out on is number D, features of the property shared in common with adjoining landowners, such as walls. Most of the time, you share walls with your neighbors. If you have any neighborhood noise, nuisances, or other issues, we want to put it here. Maybe you're right next to the train tracks. Maybe you're on a busy street. There's a lot of noise. Maybe the dog barks next door all the time. You can disclose that there. Number 17, we have governmental here. Most of these are always no. We do have the brush, the fire zone issues now with the brush. That turns out to be letter G. And if there has to be any brush or vegetation clearance. Number 18, if you're aware of any of smoking or vaping on the property, say yes. If you've manufactured or mobile home, whether it's tenant occupied, etc., you can read each question and just say yes or no. And if there's any other material facts you would like to disclose to the buyer, please do so in item number 19. And we'll go on to the next.